Hello, mystical stars. So this video is going to confirm what Spirit has been trying to tell you and what you have been sensing. So just bring to mind, what is it? It's probably going to be like the first thing that pops into your mind. What have you been picking up on here? There must be a lot of weight to this. We have Be the Mountain, Slow and Steady, Foundations, and Patience. Oracle cards. The antelope and the wheat, and wheat for nourishment. And the otter and cattail for peace. Look how coherent all these cards are. And the bottom of the deck caught my eye. It's independence with the cat. Wow, guys. This is for those of you who feel like you are not of this world. You feel like you're from a different realm or a different planet. And so you have been trying to figure out, where do I belong? Where do I go to have my own vibration met and supported? And you know that it is out there, and that the way to find that support and that reflection and that, construct, whatever it may be, people, place, and the only way to get to it is through focus and softness. And so you have decided to become very real, because you're no longer trying to conform to the expectations of the world around you, not out of malice and just rebellion for its own sake, but because you know that the energies coming to you are telling you that your place where you belong is real and it exists, and you can entrain to its frequency, and it can kind of pull you in like a tractor beam. You know you're moving toward it. Okay? If you were to try and figure it out logically, it would be like climbing this mountain, right? But you recognize, no, I don't have to figure it out loud. I be the mountain. I am that mountain. There's this great song. I'll reference it in the not in the comments, but in the description, because it's in another language and I don't know how to pronounce it. But it's this man who's going on what do they call it? But anyway, he went out into the wilderness to climb the mountain, and it represents what our soul is trying to overcome and the struggles, but there's a sacredness to it. And so it's about the immense struggle and pain of climbing that mountain. We know that we are called to move through it so that you can be in that space of knowing, of being the mountain. You conquer it and you be it. You don't have to actually, go out there and do that manual work of trekking up the mountain. Face it and be it. And so then we have nourishment and peace over here. And that is where you know you are headed. You know that you're heading to a life that nourishes you and brings you peace that is effortless. The effortlessness is the key to this. So you know where you're going, guys. Like deep down, you know. We have the egg stone, feminine power, embodiment, fertility. And they're telling me to pull another Woodland Mordants here. We have a Coyote and Datura for deceit. And so you have been through a lot. You have been through the false teachers, the false friends, the false paths, the false, even the careers that aren't right for you, or the studies that weren't right for you. Like, you've been through a lot that didn't turn out right. You know what that's like. And you know how the world can sometimes use and abuse your feminine energy to pull you away from what you know here. There's a big difference between the feminine energy represented here and here. This woman over here is deeply powerful. This is also powerful, but it's extremely soft. You see all the roses there. It's a very soft energy of nurturance. But there's no defensiveness in this card. And it's fine to be in this state or to be this kind of person that is soft and in touch with your femininity. But there's also this sort of peace warrior vibe here, where you have to make difficult choices sometimes. And you have to really stand firm like the mountain. And so you are learning how to access that side of you, that strong heart that you have. And it's not that we get rid of the gentleness, it's that we move through it and into a state of power, right? Does that make sense? So that people can't tug on our gentleness and our softness and try and pull us out of that mountain in the center and core of our consciousness. So you guys are done. You're done being deceived. You're done with those lessons. You don't need them anymore. And that is huge, right? So let's pull a few more. We have the bear and the cedar. Yeah, see that? Moving into leadership. We have the eel and the iris for safety. Oh, safety. Look at that cute mouse. And we have the mouse and the buttercup for innocence. So here's the thing. You're moving into a space where people aren't deceiving you. It's an innocent environment and it is safe. And you can achieve that kind of environment, that kind of life, all the kind of influence around you by embodying that card of being the mountain and being the leader. And you might find bear medicine is very helpful for you right about now. And the eel is beautiful because it is so similar to water. It just flows just like water flows. It's very flexible and fluid. And eels just kind of, they hide themselves and they stay hidden. They just sort of rest. Eels spend a lot of time in peace, feeling peaceful. But the iris is a triumphant flower. And so you can combine that triumph and vitality and leadership with peace. And I think you guys are just kind of, you're no longer required to pull karmic weight for other people anymore. And now you get to just be and you get to play. Isn't that great? There's one more message here. It's coming through. Someone has a little sister that her energy is coming through. At least one person. I'm hearing little sister energy. And what do they want to say? What does the little sister want to say? Badger and ginkgo healing wounds. So you may have had a misunderstanding with your sister, or maybe a friend that feels like a sister, or an aunt that feels like a sister. I mean, it doesn't have to be a little sister, but sister is what came to mind. Is a lot of tender energy there. And it's showing that she is working on healing herself. And it's going to be all right. Someone's soul wanted to tell you that. And I think that this is a big piece that ties in with our reading as well, because this is how life is going to start going for you. Spirit is going to be able to create ahead of you solutions so that all you have to do is kind of enjoy the ride along the way, like you're a passenger in a train and you get to look at the beautiful countryside, but you don't have to actually walk. Does that make sense? So, Spirit is going to handle this for you, is what I'm hearing. Whatever is pressing on your mind right now in regard to this, Spirit is going to handle it for you, and you're going to be given all the tools that you need. We're no longer about hardship, guys. This paradigm is changing for us. There's a lot of good things in store for us. Wealth, abundance, luxury, leadership, opportunities. And I'm hearing that your clairvoyance is going to be increasing a lot and you're going to be able to be of service. And when I say be of service, I mean in everyday life, just how you are. You're going to have opportunities to make a real impact, whether it be through volunteer work or paid work or just living your life day to day, okay? You're going to make a big difference, you guys. It's coming through very clearly. Spirit keeps repeating that to me over and over. You're going to make a big difference in this world. And you need to be prepared. And that's why Spirit is pointing you in that direction of being the mountain, because you need to know that's the right track. The track that you're on is the right track. You're doing the right things. Keep it up. Keep doing it. Conserve your energy and don't worry. Go into that Four of Swords energy where you don't worry too much about how the outcome is going to reveal itself. Okay, you trust that Spirit is holding your hand and has your back and is going to lead you in the right direction. So that is the message for you guys today. And some of you need to hear out there that the money is coming. The money is coming. Like someone's looking for like $600, $800. It's coming. It's okay. You're going to be fine. I see a family member giving you a hug. So these are a little specific. Spirit guide messages are popping in for certain people. So hopefully that resonated, and the right people found it. I'm sure that they did. And if you guys would like to book a personal reading with me, I offer that. You can find a link to that down below. I have a special link that I use just for people who come for tarot. All right. So you're more than happy to pull some cards and hold space for you and some healing work. So I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for sharing space with me. And even though you'll see this far after I post or I film it, I'm feeling your energies. So I feel like we've. All right, guys, take care and keep shining your bright light. Bye.